This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Hey Moon, welcome. Yes, Monsoon Moon, get it because it's a British narrator. Happy birthday, how are you doing? How's your day been? I'll mention that I just got back from the dentist. The half of my face is completely numb, so you'll probably notice that my speech sounds weird because my face is numb. So, just let you know. But you're gonna like this game. It's really funny, much like Portal. And yeah, not only is the narrator British, but basically he acts like you. Things he'll say. So this is gonna be a really fun game. It's short in the sense that you can beat it quickly, but there are like so many funny things to do, as you'll see. I'm gonna really enjoy this. This will be really fun. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Like I said, I just got back from the dentist, but I'm feeling okay for now. My face is numb. Once the numbness wears off, probably be a little bit of pain.
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
But still should be
Stanley
good.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
So, again, this narrator's funny, but it's like so well done. It narrates on what you do. So, like, you know, that right there, because I didn't run to where I was supposed to, he said, oh, Stanley kept looking for his co-workers. Like, it's really cool. You like my hoodie? Thanks. Yeah, this is why I wore it to the dentist. I just threw it on. It's a nice, I guess baby blue might be a good color to describe it. I don't know. I don't know colors. It's blue. But thank you. Oh. That's locked. Let's see what we got around here. Nobody. Nothing. Very empty.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office,
Yes.
but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
No one asked you, Moon. Don't need you narrating my life. I do what I want.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office.
Damn right.
Because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Shut up, Moon. Do everything. All my stuff.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I didn't. I don't listen to you, Moon.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No, I just don't do what you tell me. Alright, here we go.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Let me see if I just stand here if he'll say something. How did Walking Dead go? Missed it as you stayed late.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Yeah.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Damn right it is. It was really awesome. I mean, it gets emotional. It gets really emotional.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
I'm not creepy, you're creepy. I like this room. This is my room. I'm just gonna chill here. Can't do nothing about it. It's awesome. We got it.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Nope. No, he didn't. He likes this room. This room is awesome. It's my favorite room. I can see outside in that painting. Got some drinks, you know. Got coffee over here. I don't need to leave. My room. I like it very much. I almost felt like there was going to be more dialogue. No? No more dialogue? Really? Really? Fine.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No I didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm awesome at following directions. It's not from you. Oh, let's see. Warning, do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse, 1,000. Penalty for jumping, 5,000.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Fuck you. I do what I want.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Damn
Good
right.
job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Good. That'll show you. Alright. Redo. So we're going to go the same path.
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright. So we go through here.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. No. Nobody listens to British
this was
people.
Not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I do what I want. Nobody tells me what to do.
Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay. Not.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright, so we'll ride this, see where it goes.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone
Can drop
you've
down
been
there.
neglecting, Stanley.
Let's do
Someone
that.
you've forgotten about.
Secret area.
Please. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yes.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
I don't believe you.
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No. Alright, we're gonna go into the danger room. Danger everywhere. Yes. Oh, where are we going? Nothing. Doors are locked. Damn it.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Fuck you.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Red. Got it.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, the red door. Okay.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Good.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool,
Tell you what,
honestly.
let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh.
A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay. Let's see where we're going here.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Well, you know, I did like the fact that there was actually another option. That's pretty cool. So, I mean, I could give it a 5, but, I mean, he's still British, so that knocks it down to at least a 3. He chose orange, which kind of looks cool. Reminds me of Portal, so it's like a 4. But, I mean, he's still British, so let's go to 3. It's okay.
Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
All right, let's see. Oh, he has wood on the door. That's I don't like that. That kind of reduces it. This is a 2 right now. This is not good.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated
the
to
leaderboard.
keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
I mean, honestly, I do like being number 1. Let's go with the 4 here.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Okay.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Let's see what we got here. New game type. All right.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Okay,
Be
keep
sure
the
to
baby
keep notes on your experience.
out of the fire. Gotcha. Bye, baby. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, baby. Bye-bye.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Okay.
Let's see. What do we
Yes,
have
that
here?
was Sandy's game.
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Alright, what game is this? We're playing someone else's game. What's this going to be? Oh, shit. Hello, Minecraft.
Well,
Alright.
Stanley, is this any better?
Yeah.
At last, the one thing you've always desired.
But we can't
a
jump.
game I had absolutely nothing to do with.
But I can't jump.
Is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough?
Damn you,
Well, I'll
you
say this.
didn't put
I'm
jump
done
in.
making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Where? Oh, okay.
This will go here. No, here, and then...
Can you make some steps? 'Cause I'm kind of stuck here since you didn't let me
what
jump.
does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
Well, I mean...
But you've only seen it from the outside.
Yeah.
You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
I would, but... I'm not going in a British house. Fuck that shit. No. I refuse to go in your house. Your house sucks. Stay out here. See if he has anything to say. That's what like half the game's going to be, like figuring out if he has extra dialogue. That's where the funny stuff comes in. I mean, I can't wait for this one part. I've seen someone play this before. There's this one part I cannot wait for. Okay, I guess we have to go in. Fine.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
Diamond?
Diamond everything.
Okay.
Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
All right. Well, I mean, this does look very British, you know. It sucks. But diamonds aren't bad. Maybe we can make this thing a little more American here. Get some diamonds in there. Bling, bling.
Oh, my. It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. Really? I don't even have a pickaxe, buddy. I don't know how to do things in fucking Europe, but here in America...
No. This is far more open-ended than I
can't
had in
mine
mind.
with your hands.
I'm looking for something more narrow and linear.
No.
Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant.
Damn it.
This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
No, I like this game. Damn you. Damn you. I like that game. Fucker. What's it gonna be now? More linear? Ew, linear games. Portal.
Yes!
Okay.
I don't even know what this game is, but I love it.
Okay, this isn't that bad.
You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Alright. Cool. Through here. Go check it out.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Boom.
Genius.
All right. Genius indeed.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty.
No.
I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games.
Damn it.
And I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience.
No.
Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here.
Damn it.
You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice. I don't need your ratings. And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I think I'll just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made.
You're just
The thought
jealous.
won't last long. Goodbye, Stanley. Good luck with your work. And I sincerely hope that everyone lives happily ever after.
Hey Roy, welcome dude. We're doing a chillcast today. Stanley Parable. Tomorrow I am starting Knights of the Old Republic. Should be fun. Any more dialogue before we jump in there and kill ourselves? No, looks like we gotta jump in. Oop. Oop. Okay. Oh, work in progress. Let's see. Filing cabinets. Huh. We went into a unfinished section. Sweet. going. Oh, it's very dark. Oh, I fell. Oh god. It's all dark. Can't see anything. Ooh, what? Ooh, clip. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Oh, these are just painted on. They're not real doors, damn it. That lazy fucking person paints on doors on the wall. Can't even give us real doors. Are you supposed to hold the door? Hold door. I gotta see where you're going from here. Oh, oh, there's a light. Let's see. What do we got? What's this? Got some programs. Nothing we can interact with? Huh. Real fake doors. Yeah, exactly. Okay, we can't do anything there. What the fuck? What?
I
What are you
wonder
doing
what
now?
he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
I'm pretty happy.
He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Okay. Now in the waiting game, there's nothing. I'm trying to move around. I don't see. Oh, there you go. Alright, we're resetting. Alright, so we continue down this path. I'll take the platform across, but this time we'll ride it all the way through.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started. And if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Why, you're too lazy to make anything behind these windows? I got some dialogue. Let's see, we're gonna go in the door on the right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Alright, so again, we're
Stanley
going to
knew
ride the
it perfectly
platform. This
well.
time we're just going to ride it all the way
Perhaps he
through,
wanted to
because
stop
there's
by the
another way to
employee
go.
lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm a pro. Trust me.
Look,
Alright, so
Stanley,
we went down there
I
last
think
time.
perhaps we've gotten off on the
This time
wrong
we'll go up
foot
here.
here.
Plus, we
I'm
already
not
killed
your
ourselves,
enemy,
too.
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Who's that?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
Who have I
I'm
neglected?
not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her? Are you talking about Moon?
This is
Of
it,
course you
Stanley.
would. You two would be
Your
together.
chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
I don't want her
She's
back in
been
my life.
waiting.
No. He's scary. Are you sure there was nothing outside that window? Oh, was there something there? Damn. I'll check next time if it works. Oh, what? Oh,
That's her, Stanley.
oh shit.
You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
No, I don't want to talk to Moon. You can't make me. No. Okay, if we be quiet, she won't know we're here. Shh. We're not here. Maybe you should just hang up. Nope. Nobody's here, Moon. You can hang up now. Damn it, she's not gonna hang up. She's very persistent. Shit. Fine.
on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God.
Gotcha.
That's Moon.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Should really put some clothes on Moon. Jeez.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
No. Good morning, employee 427. Press O on your keyboard. No, fuck you. You don't tell me what to do. Let's press every other button. Okay, I pressed every other letter. Nothing happened. Okay, looks like I had to press O. Damn it. Oh, it's the number 0. Oh, okay. Fine. It's your birthday. You walk around naked if you want to. Fine.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Press 7. Fine.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
I'm a boss.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
Yeah.
From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press I to watch TV. Yeah.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Damn you.
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Spend time with the boys, yeah!
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Prepare dinner. Can't Moon prepare dinner? Come on now.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Tell your kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Tell your wife you love her. I don't wanna. She's icky.
But there is no answer.
Well, that's nice.
How could
Moon
there
disappeared.
possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Yeah, this is becoming our office, obviously. Go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Don't do it. Okay, got it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
3 to question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Did I die? That was mean. Did we reset? Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Alright, so we're still going down this one path. We have one last way to go. And that's through the door to the left. Not the first time, the second time. That should redirect us back to the main path, though, probably. Eventually, there's going to be one part again where I saw before. I know it's going to be hilarious.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Alright.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first but eager to get back to business,
Here we go.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Fine. But not because you told me to. Oh wait, try unplugging. Oh, yes! Cool, thank you, Queen, welcome. Yeah.
Stanley was
Yeah,
so bad
moon.
at following directions, it's
I'm not
incredible
gonna answer
he
your
wasn't
damn
5
phone.
years ago.
Let's go, unplug the phone.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten
I
off on the
wouldn't have
wrong
even thought
foot
about that.
here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Check that
I
out.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
No.
Someone you've forgotten about.
Nope.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now,
No.
I'm not asking for me, I'm asking
Go.
for her.
We
This
don't
is
want
it,
to talk to
Stanley.
me.
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
She's not allowed.
She's been waiting.
Oh, yep, see, there's a
That's
plug right
her,
there. I didn't even
Stanley.
see that last time.
You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Place my faith in another? Okay. No.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope.
That's what happened
Hope
last
for a
time.
life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Nope, it was like that when I got
wasn't
here.
supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it.
What?
How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
Oh, geez.
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Oh, jeez.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
My goodness. Is it 4:30? I'm supposed to have a back, sack, and crack.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Oh, just make sure Musen calls back. Oh, it's already unplugged. Good. She can't call us ever again. Sweet. Ride all the way back. Oh, now I can't jump off again.
If it's meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Damn it.
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
They gated everything off.
No sense at all.
Even over there.
We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse.
No.
Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Damn it. Can we move the boxes? No. Doors are still locked. Oh, they're gonna make me go to the other door, aren't they?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
We'll see about that.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Okay.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
All right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Left. Got it.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
1, 2, 3, question mark, 1, 2, 3, question mark, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, B, 4, 5, 6, B, 4, 5, 6, B, 7, 8, 9, 0, 7, 8, 9, 0, 7, 8, 9, 0. Nothing we can do. No. Oh, damn it. So we have to go in there now. Yeah, okay. So we have to go left. Fine. Let's see what we got.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it?
Get Chris out of the broom
closet. My story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
Don't you dare.
I have to.
No, I'm playing the game, damn it. No, stop it. Damn it. Reboot. There we go. Oh. Oh. Oh, jeez.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
You're a child.
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
Oh. What, do we reboot?
Just behave exactly
there you
as
go.
Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Alright, so we're back here. I
I'm
go in
quite
left
sure
again.
You'll be up to the task.
Oh,
Just
again,
follow
the first
my
time.
lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, first time. Let's see.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let's see. How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively. Resent coworkers. Using slides to assure employees everything is okay. Make sure slide is a slick blue graphic. Ensure a calm, productive work environment. Oh, I should have went through the wrong door. Oh well. Everyone's unique. You most of all. Alright. Number of slides on a slide. Slides, charts, charts, and slides. What is hot? Profits. Rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Charts, numbers, ratios. Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Please, no more charts, please. I'm begging. Stop, stop, stop. The boss appreciation minute. Circle the top 20 things you love about your boss. To do, synergize core values, shift global market, monetize free to play. Solving interpersonal conflict. Remember, it takes 2 people to start a fight, and right now, you're both of them. What are your dreams for the future? Talk radio. Mitosis. A boat. Less air. Metamorphosis. Tips for not being fired. Talk less. Don't get fired. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no exception of promotion or recognition. Alright, there you go. Alright, let's go check out the boss. Oh, this is the one part that I know about. Yes. I've been waiting for this. Oh, I can't go in there. Well, eventually we can go in there, I guess. Or a closet. I don't know. Fine. At some point we
Coming
can go
to
in
a
a closet.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Turn the valve? No? Okay. Oh! Hello. Damn. Look at this place. Oh, wow.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
No. Guess we have to. Just say, I am the most expensive boss.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115.
Oh wait,
He
seems like I can
spoke
do
it
nothing.
into the receiver, right there on the wall.
No, I didn't. Looking out the window, checking out the paintings. Got a panda up there.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
No, I heard you
Please
fine.
speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Oh, that's cool. Cool story, bro. Look at these books.
Okay,
Various
fine.
books.
You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. When
Hello.
Stanley
Oh,
came to a set of 2 open doors,
oh
he
shit.
entered the door
We're
on
watching
his
from
right.
above. Oh,
Stanley?
it kind of looks like me.
Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
The end.
I need you to walk through the door. Are
Thank you for
listening
playing
to
the
me?
Stanley Parable.
Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right.
Alright.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Can't go anywhere. Oh, just up. Okay. That was the end. Redo. Okay. So I
All of
still
his
have to go to the
co-workers were
right
gone.
and then
What
go
could
to
it
the door on the
mean?
left.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Good old
Stanley
employee
felt
lounge.
lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright. New area.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Did I now? Nope. Oh. Where are we going?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Right? Got it. Damn it. Fine.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right, my mistake.
Damn it. He's gonna close the doors on me, isn't he?
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh. Hello. Dan? No? Okay. Oh, we're going deeper down. Deeper down. Oh, what? These are the employees. Someone got fired over there.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Oh, close your eyes, guys. Spoiler.
Okay. We just have to get back to
Are they spying on us all?
I'm kidding. It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Alright, once again. Right, and then left. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's go through.
When Stanley... Wait.
Oh,
what?
This is new.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or...
For once, it wasn't me, buddy.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay,
So
then.
clumsy.
It's an adventure.
Oh,
Come,
oh.
Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh, we got all the rooms to go in. Oh, shit. Alright, let's go over here first. First right door. Back here. Oh, it's like a big old maze. Oh god, we're just like picking random ways to go. Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh, where we at? We are
I'll say
somewhere.
it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can
In your
promise
guild,
you.
everyone
there
knows what you
definitely
did.
was
You're
a
just holding
story
back
here
to let
before.
you torture yourself.
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh, okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We'll see if it restarted correctly this time. Well, nice job.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Get your shit together, British guy. Alright, let's see what we got here. Any doors, maybe? Oh, there's a door open over there. Can we go in here? No? 420. No? Okay. Keep going back.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
Okay. Where are we going?
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Damn it. Alright, back through here. Oh, jeez. Oh, what the fuck? Where are we at? Oh,
Now
God.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all.
Oh,
Is this the
jeez.
story?
Where are you
I don't
taking
think
me?
so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Like a serial killer
remember,
somewhere,
Stanley?
probably.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yeah!
Congratulations!
I win!
I know
Sweet.
you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Nice. I win.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We
No.
both know you didn't put in any actual work for
No,
that win.
I won.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
No, you're a cheater.
Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Well, you can't take it back. You already said I win, so I win. Ha! Joke's on you. Oh, shit. Oh, okay.
All right, I've
Adventure
got a
line.
solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
You gonna go over here? Anything over here? No? Okay. Let's see, anything? No? Oh, wait, you want me to go that way? Alright, cool. Okay, so no matter what.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Damn it. Fine. I'll follow the line. Oh, someone spilled their coffee. I hate Mondays. Right? What are you doing over here playing solitaire? Oh, can't go this way.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Oh, jeez.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office,
he doesn't know
this office, in fact,
shit.
the skeleton of my own
Oh, in a big
relative
circle.
experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh, yeah. This is some line follow music here. Very loud, but it's awesome. Oh, numbers are counting down. So much better. Annual reviews. Oh shit, we're in the finance area.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
Which, this thing? Why?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully.
Okay,
you won't want to miss anything.
We have to study the fern, guys. I'm relying on you to study this fern. Very important. Study the fern. I'm sure extremely important later. Alright, good. You guys better have studied it. Otherwise, you're gonna fail. It's gonna be your fault.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing
We're
a
finally
bell?
going through here now. Nice. Alright, this is the area we haven't been to here yet because the door was closed before. Alright. Oh, here it is. Oh, jeez.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
One of the monitors over there said pirate, by the way. It's a pirate. Now, is it an R pirate, or is it
You know
a...
what, Stanley?
Oh, shit.
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Now you're getting my attention. Alright, buddy.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
Exactly.
What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Alright, what's our story? Okay, our story is we're just, you know, some common little dude working in like an office, okay? But then this alien shows up, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna kill everybody." He has this weird accent. It's okay. He's just a weirdo. "Yeah, I'm gonna kill everybody." And I'm like, "Hey, buddy, you don't need to kill everybody. How about we be best friends?" We become best friends, and we take over the world. But then the princess gets kidnapped. Who's the princess? We didn't know her before. We found her, but she gets kidnapped. So we go save the princess, and then, you know, we live happily ever after. Yeah, that's our story.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
The numbness finally wore off, almost. Like, really quickly. I went from like super numb to now I'm barely numb. So I'm finally able to talk without sounding weird, I think, at least. My lips are a little numb still, but for the most part. Took a good 2 hours, well, hour and a half.
Choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Walk in circles.
So I know
Okay.
that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
My destiny, okay. Yeah, I know, it's the best story ever. Fantastic story. Oh, what? The confusion ending, oh jeez.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
And this is everything we've done so
Confusion
far.
ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget?
So right here at the
My
fourth
mind
restart,
goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing.
he forgets about previous
Whoa.
restarts, okay.
Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't
Find a
want to forget what's
bookstore.
going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Hey Rexy, welcome dude. Yes, it is Moon's birthday.
Okay.
She is
I
84
guess now we just
today.
wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
It restarted on its own. Oh damn. Let me take this pain medicine, by the way, because the dentist said once the numbness wears off, take some pain medicine. Alright, let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
The
decided
secret
to
is
go to the
green
meeting
tea.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, so is this like a full legit restart?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
Alright,
doors,
so we're doing the same
he
thing.
entered the door.
We're still
This
not
was
done
not
with
the
this
correct
right
way
side.
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the
Scones?
employee
Oh, scones
lounge
are pretty
first,
good.
just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic.
Oh, this is different
Like a
dialogue.
combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little. This made him smile.
What?
At last, proof that he was human.
Oh shit. I'm bleeding and smiling?
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, I'm guessing he meant scones, unless scoon is a thing, I don't know. And then crumpets. Crumpets.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section,
Alright, so we're
walked
actually
straight
going this
ahead
way
to
now.
the opposite door, and got back on track.
Okay, so this is where we've just gone that way. Okay, cool. Cool. Alright.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. This is like the one thing I've seen before, and it's awesome.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Nope. This is my broom closet. I like it. Very spacious, you know? We got a seat over
there
there.
was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I kind of like it, you know? It's great. We got a little pipe up there. We can do some pull-ups. This is awesome.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I don't know what FA is, but interaction's overrated. We're good here.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please
I do what
offer
I
me
want.
some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
You can't tell me what to do. I'm a rebel.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
FA is fuck all, see, Moon? That's why this is Man Soon
Maybe
Moon.
to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The
That's
broom
Moon.
closet ending was my favourite."
My
I hope your
favourite.
friends find this
Silly
concerning.
Moon. Oi, did you get the broom closet ending?
Stanley
Oh,
was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
well, hookers are pretty awesome. At least the hookers won't give me too much, you know,
Well, I've come to
issues
a
since
very
I'm already on
definite
drugs.
conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He
Help.
or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
No, I'm still alive.
When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Nah, I'm good. I like it in here. Got wrenches, and pliers, wrenches. Oh, is that it? But yeah, I mean, this just goes to show, again, it's just going into a closet, and there's a good, like, 5 minutes of awesomeness. That sums up the game in a nutshell. Alright, fine. Really? Damn it.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Well, what if I went back in the closet? Giggity.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
I'm guessing that means there's no more dialogue. But we'll see. Me and my awesome broom closet. It's great. Though it's kind of leaking from the pipes there. That's not cool. But we can clean it up, you know. Get a little paint here and there. Guess we have to go. Damn. Fine.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Upstairs. Got it. Oop. Back here? Fire hose. Oh, we got a car. Why is there a car?
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
I don't want to go
For
too
example,
far. I might miss dialogue.
why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Huh?
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Huh?
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Willy Wonka.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Dude. Alright, gonna reset again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So we'll see if there's any new dialogue, otherwise we can actually go through the left door this time. I can't remember. I don't think there's anywhere down below.
When Stanley came to a
I
set
had
of two
options
open
for,
doors,
so
he entered the door on his left.
we'll go up this time, I believe.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might come into a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So we've been here once before, but obviously we didn't go through the actual door. Ooh, what's this? There's a yellow thing here. Executive bathroom. Oh, come on. I swear that wasn't there last time. Oh, this office is different.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
Oh,
and so
jeez.
the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Nope, I do not know it at all. Let me just see if there's new dialogue, otherwise we can actually go that way. Are you saying press this?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
No, I
Trying
wasn't.
to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely. But no, This is forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Alright. Well, fine. Yay! Oh, it's open anyway. Alright, let's see what we got. Here, so we are going down. Alright. Terrible secret that we've seen like 5 times already.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Mind control facility. I went straight ahead. Escape! Go, go, go,
Although
go,
this
go.
passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Not. I don't believe you at all, British man.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I'm a strong,
At
independent
this
man.
point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I ain't afraid of death. I'm a man. Big, strong man. We died. Or we're somewhere else. Haha! Yeah! In your face! Oh, duck. Oh, we're
As
in
the
like a little
machine
cart.
whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
No. No. Ha ha.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine
A
crushed
narrator
every
for the
bone in his
narrator.
body, killing him instantly.
This is Moon. So we have Monsoon Moon, and then that's Moon Moon. The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Silly Moon can't say narrator. The narrator. Oh, back here. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hello.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
The set of 2 doors was the very first concrete piece of Stanley Parable's design. Once the room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension. Alright, so... corridor. Pacing of this opening section was important to get right. Corridors have been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the 2 doors at a good time. Office layout. The blueprints show the office from the beginning of the game. Path from his office to the doors was the first part of the build. Sections have been added and altered throughout development. Oh, someone's calling my phone. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. My phone was on silent, and I'm like, why is my keyboard vibrating? I thought it was really weird. I'm like, am I feeling things? So I looked at my phone, and I'm like, oh shit, it's vibrating. Alright, anyway, nature paintings. Let's see. You have Stanley's computer. This is the museum, basically, of game 1, 2, 3. The Office. Button sounds. Oh, here we go, some button sounds. Selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound's a mix of keyboard stroke and synthesized tone. Okay. Got different computers here. Employee database. Got some filing cabinets. Filing cabinets, yes. Alright. Computer's turned back on. We got the credits here, but we can go left or right. We can go to the light side or dark side. Go to the dark side. Oh. Boss's offices, different offices. Multiple ways to go. Alright, there are like many ways to go, so we're not going to be able to see everything, obviously. Narration outtakes. Clear dialogue for the entire game, 3 separate times over 2 years. Damn. Alright, is there anything over here? I thought there was light. No? Okay. Go through here. Freedom ending. This might connect back to the other area. Oh, I've never paused the game before. Let's pause the game. The game pauses. Alright, got some... Oh, wait a minute. Some switches. Oh, we can't change them. Okay. There's some trailers. This is all kind of cool, like info on development and stuff, but it's also, you know, part of the game. So many ways to go. Option 1, or 1 option, 2 options, 1 options, vent. Yeah, what about the vent? Where's this vent at? Maintenance layout. Following the first 2 doors. Discuss number of designs. Ultimately, simplest was the one that won out. Okay. So that was just one of the options. Interesting. The apartment timer. Previous version of choice leading to the apartment. Timer gave you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking it up would give you a different ending. So they changed that to unplugging it then. Alright. Figure out how to get out of here. Kind of stuck in the museum. Game design mock-up. Oh, here we go. Exit. The Stanley Parable.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Turn it off. Oh, shit. Alright. YOLO!
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Oh, she's talking to
Push
me.
escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
Should I do it,
As long
guys?
as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
I have to do it.
You do choose it. Don't let time choose for
Okay. Oh, here we hit quit. Quit. Oh, you said no? Oh well, we did it. We trusted Moon. Was it a wrong choice to trust Moon?
This is the story of a man named...
Damn it, Moon. It made me reset. Damn you, Moon. Shit.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Oh shit, no, no, it's good. We're good. It worked. He's confused. Moon confused him. He doesn't know what's going on. Sweet. Alright, so we're gonna listen to dialogues. It sounds like it's gonna be different.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Hey, this stuff's the same so far.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Alright, let's see which boss's
Feeling a
office we
wave of
have.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
Sorry.
office, hoping he might find an answer. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Otherwise, we can just redo the whole thing again, not a problem. Okay, so it's this one again.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned
I can't remember
to
what it was,
discover
like
not an
2584 or
indication
something.
of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf.
Oh, this is different dialogue
looking
too.
behind paintings,
Okay.
desperate for clues
Probably
to
changed
his
the code on me,
situation.
didn't they?
But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible
2845.
secret
Okay.
that lay
Oh, there's the
buried
achievement.
below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
New Age. So we can't progress because we're listening to New Age music. So we need
Feeling
to calm
soothed
down.
and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Alright. It's okay though. So this time we're gonna let it crush us. See what Moon has to say about that. And then we can do it again, but actually follow the orders. So this time we go to escape, like we did last time. We'll do the same thing again. You love New Age music? Not that type. See, the very little I've heard, I actually can't tell what it is. Like, I feel like I
Stanley
don't
walked
like
straight
it.
ahead through the large door
But
that read,
I don't know, I
"Mind
haven't listened to
Control
enough of it to
Facility."
know.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was
Again, I
that
told
at
you,
the
that's
end of
why
this hall,
Man
Stanley
Soon
would meet his
Moon,
violent
this is
death.
you. You're here narrating
The door
yourself.
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious,
At least
concerted
we can
effort to
speed
walk
through the,
forward
like, museum
and
area.
willingly confront his death. As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Here we go.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated, as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Nope.
And yet it would be just a few
good. So we can get
minutes
to the
before
museum thing
Stanley
soon.
would restart the
Over
game,
here.
back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Debbie Downer, Moon. Jeez. Alright, exit's right over here. Quick enough. Back to where we were before. Shut it off. This time we'll get crushed,
look
see
at
what
these
happens.
two. How
And
they
if
wish
nothing
to
new
destroy
occurs,
one
we can
another.
go through
How
the
they wish
actual
to
areas the
control
mind control
one
place
another.
next.
How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Ow. I'm actually dead this time. There's no loading screen, it's just a black screen. Looking around, I don't see anything. Just all blackness, okay. I wonder, am I supposed to... I'm supposed to exit. Okay, so we're done with everything else. We can go straight to the mine facility now. There's no dialogue or anything here, we're just dead. Okay. So I guess listening to Moon was the right option. Fine.
This
Alright.
all of his
Maybe we're near
co-workers
the
were
end, I don't
gone.
know.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Anything here?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
Yes,
he entered the
indeed.
door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
We've been getting the same room twice in a row now. So I think it's if you go to the right and then left, that's how we got the first room.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Quelle surprise? I guess that's Latin, maybe? I don't know. Alright, so that was new dialogue. Again, even when it's like, you think it's the same stuff, sometimes they just get like new dialogue in there. It's awesome. And in no way am I seeing everything. Obviously, there's got to be stuff that I missed. But for the most part, I'm trying to do what I
Stanley
can.
walked straight ahead through the
Okay, so
large
this time we
door
are
that
going
read
straight.
Mind Control Facility.
No dialogue? Alright, let there be light.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
We'll be going platform to platform. That's turning on the cameras, yeah? Okay, turn on the cameras.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Up here in the very
Stanley's
top,
co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Elevator, I think. See, if you can see up there, pirate. I don't know what kind of pirate, but it's a pirate. Which is interesting.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Uh-oh.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Oh,
and as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Let's go up here first. See what's up here. We gotta disable the mind control. Or... okay. No clue what that did. We just hit the button 4. Is there like, are these numbered? See numbers anywhere to know which one's 4. Oh, 3. Oh, I'm supposed to go in order. Oh yeah, okay. There's 4, there's 3. There's 5. Yeah, 3, 4, 5. The red button, maybe push that last. I need 1 and 2. Oh wait, are they right here? Oh wow, okay. That's easy enough. 1. Although nothing. 2. Oh, it's not like 1, 2, 3, 4. You gotta put it in a specific order. Well, I mean, I turned 1 light off, I think. I don't know. I won't try this too long, just in case, you know, not getting it right. But I'm pretty sure one of the lights went out. And it doesn't reset when you push the button. Like if you push it incorrectly. So I'll hit these last 2 ones, see if they do anything different. There's still just 4 of them there. Does one work? Still 4 over there. Alright, I mean, there's obviously something to do. Oh, here's the thing here with the buttons, but oh well. I'll give it one last try going in actual order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought I hit 2. I swear one of these red lights turned off. Maybe I was just seeing things. Let's just go in order really quick. This is the last try. 1, 2. Oh, 3's right here. 3. Bunch of numbers on the wall, obviously, but they have 0 in it, which means that's not a combo. So 5's at the end, so if nothing happens when we hit 5, we can just leave. But obviously, I know there's something you can do with these buttons and shit. Plus there's a red button there, so I'll hit 5, red button, see if something happens. Alright, we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, okay, oh well. Maybe the narrator will tell us at some point. Either way, whatever. Mind control idle, waiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
But I spent the whole time ignoring him, doing the opposite. So he says turn it off.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept
No.
you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
I don't know.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Oh shit.
How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Oh, jeez.
It's your time to shine.
So-
you are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your
I can
heart's
try to run
desires.
or just accept
this is
death.
much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb
Let me try
goes
hitting
off.
those numbers
But
again.
what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Re-enter the code. Okay, so there are codes, and then so the button works
All right,
now.
I'm in a
Okay,
good mood. You're
so
gonna
this is where you
die
press the
anyway.
buttons.
I'll
So
tell
I
you
don't know the
exactly
code.
what
We'll go
happened
1,
to
2,
them.
3, 4.
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in
Oh,
this instance.
they might tell
of
you on the,
story.
computers there.
Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in
1.
your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then
That says
dying
1 as well.
alone.
Okay, let's just.
Other times, I let the office sink into
2.
the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich.
So this is what you
almost
do. I
hate
mean,
to see it
I don't know the
go.
code, and this isn't going to be
I'm
it.
sure
But
whatever I come
that's
up
what
with
it
on
is.
the
You have to
next
wait till
go around
things
will
ready to
be
blow up.
even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Okay.
These are precious additional seconds.
Need a
Stanley.
fucking code.
Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume
attempts
when you
remaining.
saw
Oh,
that
shit.
timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Okay.
I mean, look at you.
Okay.
Running from button to
He's gonna give me the code,
screen
come on.
to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten?
Active button
One
hint.
soul?
Light
Do
blue
you have
22.
any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Am I supposed to hit 2, 2?
You're in for quite a disappointment.
Oh,
But
wait.
here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's
10?
just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing
Okay,
instead of
this
watching a
changed
cutscene
colors
because I
now.
want to watch you for every
Green
moment
2.
that you're powerless. To
Green
see
2.
you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine.
These
But
are
I'm
green.
going to
Where's green
destroy it
2?
first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left. to
No.
struggle.
Shit.
30 seconds until
wish I
it
knew what
hits
to do.
boom and then nothing.
Fuck.
No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
Okay, so
Will
it's
you
definitely
cling
something like that.
desperately to your frail life, or will you
Damn.
let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until
Ah,
the moment
damn,
I
okay.
say, happily ever up.
So I need to figure out that code is what it is. Fuck. Okay, we'll give it a few tries, and if I don't figure it out, we'll just hit other stuff, like powering it off. So he gives no hints at all in terms of what the code is. Oh. They're going to give me the code. Which phone is it? Oh, this one.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
No. Give me the fucking code. Come on. They were supposed to give me the code. Damn you. Damn you. Waiting input. Okay, but we gotta go through again. Oh, he's not talking to us. I just realized that. He is not talking to us. He's not happy.
When Stanley came to a set
now
of
he
2
is.
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, so we gotta go back down there.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
I find this
Feeling
fucking
a
code.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might
This
come
time I'm
into
gonna
a
check out the
staircase.
computers, and
Stanley
they had like
walked
some random like
upstairs to
things. Like it
his
said
boss's
green
office.
22, blue, whatever.
Here's the door, just go.
Thank you. Alright, check it out. Probably give this like 2 or so more tries, and then we'll have to just power it off, see what happens after that.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Go.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Nothing.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was
Never.
unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Alright, so this is where when we
Here
come
was the
back,
proof, the heart
I'll
of
check
the
out the
operation.
computers.
Controls labeled with emotions.
We turn it
happy,
on.
or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
So wait for him to
I'm
turn
afraid you
stuff
don't
on.
have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a
Alright,
little
here we
more
go.
fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time
Light
to shine.
blue 1.
You are the
It
star.
also says button
it's your
3.
story now. Shape it to your
So, I mean,
heart's
it's kind of like
desires.
2 hints.
Oh, this is much better
You
than
hit
what I
button
had in
3
mind.
and then-
What a shame we have so little time
That's
left
a
to
light
enjoy
blue.
it.
That's a
Mere
10.
moments until the bomb goes off.
That's a
But
blue
what
there.
precious
So
moments
this is
each
where
one of them
I can see
is.
the hints.
More time to talk about
I just
you,
don't necessarily
about
know.
me, where we're going.
Let me
What
hit
all this
3
means.
and
I
then...
barely know where to
Oh,
start.
okay, wait. If I hit 3
What's that? You'd like to know where
and
your
hit the light blue
coworkers
button
are?
1 time,
A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good
See if
mood.
that helps.
You're gonna die anyway.
All right.
I'll tell you exactly what
light
happened to
blue.
them. I erased
1
them.
time.
I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was
Didn't do
merely
anything.
in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever,
Shit. All right,
pushing
well, I'll have to
buttons
figure it out
endlessly
then.
and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into
Correct.
the ground, swallowing
right,
everyone
that's a-
inside, or I
do we
let
have
it
a yellow
burn to
one?
a crisp.
That's an orange
To say
one, I
this,
guess.
though,
It's not
this
really
version
yellow,
of
it's
events
close.
has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything.
Orange
and take back the
71? Do I have to hit
control
that
wrested
71
away from you,
times?
It's quite rich. I almost hate
No
to
way.
see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better.
I don't think this is gonna
My
be it.
goodness.
Oh,
only
that's how you use
34
10.
seconds
Oh,
left.
shit.
But I'm enjoying this so
No?
much. You
Okay,
know
well, let me
what?
try this.
To hell
Purple
with it.
2.
I'm going to put
See,
some
that's a
extra
2, but it says
time
purple
on the
4.
clock,
Like,
why
fuck.
not? These are precious additional
Nope.
seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't
I have no
work
clue how to
on
do
trees.
this.
Oh dear.
What if I
me,
hit
what's the
green
matter,
and then
Stanley?
2? Alright, let me
Is
do
it
it like
that you
this.
have no idea where
Green,
you're going or
and then
what you're
hit
supposed
the
to be doing right
number
now?
2, maybe?
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable
2?
of turning it off? I mean, look at you.
No?
Running
Wow,
from
I just
button
don't...
to button,
I don't get the
screen
hints.
to screen,
Shit.
clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything,
Fuck.
something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game
Huh.
can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have
Dark
any
blue
idea
1
what your
is
purpose
the
in this
active
place
button
is?
hint. But then it's
But
a
you really
blue
believe there's an
3.
answer? How many times will you replay this,
Ah,
looking desperately
don't
for
get
a
it.
solution?
Fuck.
10, 100, 1,000? I look forward
That's
to
incorrect.
finding out and to watching
I
the
hit dark
bomb
blue
go off
1.
each
It's
time
incorrect.
you fail. Just you and me in a retching explosion of fire and metal over
Fuck.
and over and over for all of eternity. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again.
Yeah, no, I don't get it. I have no
Take a look at
clue
the clock, Stan.
what kind of hints they're
That's
giving me. I
30
mean, they could be
seconds you
giving me
have
wrong
left to
hints too,
struggle.
obviously.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being
Damn.
blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of
Alright,
the
so we're gonna
journey.
come back through here and
believe
we're gonna
me,
turn
I
off the
will
power
be
now.
laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
Yeah. Fuck. I'll have to figure that out off stream then. I'm really interested to figure out how you fucking solve that. Alright, that's fine. So let's see what happens when we shut it off. If that's like the end or is there more?
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Here we are. Open the door for me, please. Thank you.
Here's the door, just go.
Through. This time we'll actually shut it off. See if we get a true ending or if there's still more to go after you shut it off. Go, go, go!
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Good.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Chelsea.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
For a
This
second when he
mind
says
control
freedom
facility,
meant nothing,
it
he
was
sounds a
too
lot like
horrible
Mark
to
Hamill as
believe
the
it couldn't
Joker.
be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this...
See what happens. Oh, I see a little light.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command.
The freedom ending.
Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Let's go.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Is that really the end? They're not gonna troll me? Welcome back, Queen. Yeah! Hey, there you go. We beat the game. Alright, cool. I head off to bed. Alright, Moon. Well, not a problem. Hope you enjoyed your birthday. I will maybe catch you tomorrow when I'll be starting Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. But either way, enjoy yourself, Moon. And night-night. Ta-ta,
When
cheerio.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, so yeah, that's really everything. I guess I can try this one more time. But I don't know how to figure out the code. But oh well. More than likely he'll be around,
Yet
yeah?
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go
Cheerio,
up to his
mate.
boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
What
office.
time? I start 3 hours and 45 minutes ago. So for me it's 12 p.m. Eastern Standard. But it's
Here's the
almost
door,
4 hours
just
ago is
go.
when I start. Today was a little different because I had a dentist appointment, so I started late. That's why we did this little shorter game today. But yeah, I'm gonna be starting Knights of the Old Republic. My first time. I mean, I played the first like 2 levels years ago. But for, all intents and purposes, it's basically my first time playing the game.
Stanley
It is
walked
modded
straight
out
ahead
though.
through the
Like
large
I have a
door that
bunch of
read
mods on it.
Mind Control
It looks really
Facility.
nice. Alright, so let's see if I can figure out this code. I don't think I can. Because I already tried it
Lights
twice.
rose on an enormous room
Like,
packed with
it gives you a
television
button
screens.
that's a color
What
and has a
horrible
number on
secret
it.
did this
But then
place
below it,
hold?
it gives a
Stanley
hint
thought
that
to
is a
himself.
color
Did he
and a
have
number.
the strength to find out?
You never heard of the game? Oh, it's it's Star Wars. I don't know when it came out, maybe like 13 years ago or something.
Now
It's
the
an
monitors
RPG,
jumped
but it's like one of
their
the
true nature revealed. Each bore the number
most
of an
widely
employee in the
acclaimed
building.
games, or something like that. Like, it has a huge fan base,
The
basically.
lives of so many
Very popular back in the day.
individuals reduced to images on a screen.
I just never
And
played it myself.
Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Pokemon
No.
in this?
He refused
Nice.
to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls
so this is probably my
labeled
last
with
attempt.
emotions. Happy
I'm gonna
or
try to figure
sad
out
or
this
content.
combo.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored
There's
and
just so much
commanded from this
information and,
very
like,
place.
none of
And
it
as the
seems to
cold
be right.
reality of his past
And you only get like
began
3 or
to
4
sink
tries
in,
too, which is the other
Stanley
problem.
decided that this machinery would never again. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
So obviously these buttons aren't colored, the
Stanley,
numbered ones.
I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand,
In terms of
there's
color
only so
buttons,
much that machine can do. You
there are
were
5
supposed
colors,
to
I
let it
think.
Go. Turn the controls off and leave.
Exactly, so many
If you
endings,
want
yeah.
to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have
see.
nearly the power you think
Red,
you do. For
blue,
example,
green,
and I believe you'll
orange,
find
and then
this
there's a light
pertinent.
blue.
Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't
Oh,
it,
this doesn't
Stanley?
have any hints on this
It's
one,
your
okay.
time to shine. You are the star.
So this is, again,
It's
there's like so
your
many
story
things this
now.
can be.
Shape it to your
It's a
heart's
green button.
desires. Oh, this is
The
much
hint
better than
is
what I had in
green
mind. What a
too.
shame we have so little time left to enjoy.
I've already tried, like, hitting
Mere
green and
moments
then the
until
number
bomb
2.
goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you.
And obviously
about
there's no
me,
hints on
where
this
we're
one.
going, what all
This is
this
just
means.
telling
I
you
barely know where
You
to
have 3
start.
attempts.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
I'll try it anyway.
All right, I'm in a good mood.
Wait, are the
I'm
symbols all the
dying.
same for
I'll
the...
tell you
Let me see
exactly
green
what
over here.
happened
It's
to
the
them.
same symbol as
I
that one.
erased them. I turned off the machine.
The
I set
symbols
you
are
free.
different.
Of
Okay.
course, that was merely in
Maybe
this instance
that-
of the story.
that's what it
Sometimes
means.
when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside. Or I let
Alright,
it
so there's
turn
2
to a
different
crest.
symbols here.
I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing.
This doesn't have any
Watching you
symbol
try to
on it. It
make
just says
sense of
green too.
everything
Well,
and take back
maybe
the
it means
control
since there's
wrested
2
away from you, it's quite rich.
things on this. This is like a
Almost
green
hate to
2
see it
maybe?
Go. But I'm sure
That's not
whatever
gonna-
I come
yeah, see,
up
nothing
with on the
changes.
next go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Yeah,
But
see?
I'm enjoying this
No
so
clue.
much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Maybe I'm supposed to, like,
Oh dear me, what's
do
the
the
matter,
color.
Stanley?
No, see, I already
Is it
failed.
that
What
you
the
have
hell?
no idea where you're
I
going?
have no
or
idea.
What you're supposed to be doing right now?
Yeah, as he's saying,
Or
I
did
have
you
no
just
idea.
assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen,
Damn
clicking
you.
on every little thing in this room.
Not so stable.
Other buttons.
Fuck.
No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? But do you really believe there's an answer? How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10?
No, buddy.
100,000?
Fuck you,
I look forward to
narrator.
finding out and to watching the bomb go off each time you fail. Just
Ah, it
you
just
and
says
me
green
and the
too,
retching
and there's a green
explosion
button.
of
Like,
fire and
fuck.
metal over and over and over for all of eternity. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died.
Damn. Okay,
again.
we're gonna die. Oh well, that was my last attempt.
Take a
So,
look at the clock, Stanley.
whatever
That's
the
30
fucking
seconds
combo
you have
is,
left to struggle. 30
I hope it's
seconds
hard.
until a big blue
I hope it's not
red
super
button.
obvious. I'm just like failing over and over again on an easy solution. I hope it's at
Will
least
you cling
semi-difficult.
desperately to your frail life?
Oh
Or
well.
will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Oh well, I tried, but still, really fun game. It's short in the sense that yeah, you can beat it the first time quickly, but like there's so many things, permeations and variations and shit you can do, and I just love how it narrates on what you do. Obviously, it's so dynamic in that sense, and that's why the closet thing. It's one of the few things I've seen played before, and it's just so funny because there's like a legit 2 to 3 minute like sequence just because you walked into a room and stood there. Like, it's just so fun, and again, the humor is a lot like, you know, Portal and other games. It's just a really fun game, and I'm glad I got to play it. Good times for sure.